Alright, we got the review of the Samsung 40-inch LE40B650. Yes, I'm looking at my notes on my phone here. It's a 40-inch Samsung LCD TV. That's the model number. Model number is also in the title, I believe. I did an unboxing back at Christmas time, and here is going to be the full review. So obviously it's 1080p, full surround sound, all that good stuff. So first off, it's got a really sleek looking frame to it. Honestly, in my opinion, as far as most all TVs go, the Samsung models do look the best outwardly. Not saying the inside is the best, which they are higher end, but they look the best. It's nice and sleek. It's got like a glass around the outside with a red tint all the way around. Down the bottom, it's got a nice little slope here, and it's got a really nice glass base that's got red, a red tint to the outside, black in the middle, and then it's clear out around the outside. It's a really, really solid base, a really heavy base as well, so this thing's not really going to tip over. It wiggles a little bit, but it's not going to tip over. The thing that would have it first is the glass would crack, and that's a solid glass piece about this big around, so that's like 4 inches probably around. That thing's not going to crack unless you're purposely trying to make it crack. So that's a really good thing. As far as picture quality, this is awesome. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll show you the menus and everything in there. It's got a lot of menus, a lot of ports in the back. I'll go and show you the ports in just a second as well. Sound, it's great too. As the volume, I mean, all TVs could always go a little bit louder, but if you hook it up to a surround sound system, which I already have hooked up down here, you're not going to need to worry about the sound not going loud enough. It's plenty loud if you hook it up to a surround sound system. Even if you don't, it's loud enough too to fill a nice room. Any room really. And then also one thing I want to address as far as the Samsung clicking that people leave, and I'm sure comments are going to be left on this one as well. I guess there is supposedly such a thing. I've never seen it, never experienced it on this model, never experienced it on any other model either. What most of the problem is, what I'm guessing is, people are saying it's the actual TV that's clicking. It's probably because you have your cable box hooked up incorrectly. So if you're going to leave a comment on here saying that I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm retarded and your TV's broken, why don't you try hooking up your cable box correctly, make sure it is hooked up correctly before you start saying that Samsung clicking happened to you, because the chances of that happening are probably, I don't even know, I'm not even going to throw out a number, but yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's just a myth in my opinion, or people that are retarded and can't hook up their cable box correctly. Anyway, so let's go around the back and show you the ports on this thing, and then we'll come around and show you some menus and picture quality. Okay, so here's a back pan of the Samsung TV here. That's just a reflection down the end. There's the power cord is way down the end right there. Right in the middle there's a little wire tie here that you can use to bundle all the wires together so they're not all over the place. We don't have a whole lot hooked into this, so it's not a big deal. On the right hand side, this is the right hand side of the TV here, the back of it. What you got here is a USB 2.0 at the top. You've got an HDMI in here, HDMI in, another USB one here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even filming it. USB, HDMI, USB, audio video in, audio video, left, right, and that's the fast access ports there. Also in the back, you've got three more HDMI ports, excuse me. 1, 2, 3. We've got one plugged in, and we've got a PC in spot, so you can plug in your PC if you want to. This, I believe, is another type of audio here. This has another audio out. We've got LAN in if you want to plug in your internet. You've got DVI audio in, all kinds of audio, video, blue, green, RGB, all that stuff. You also have your antenna in right down here, and then more cables down here for DVD players or whatever. So you got plenty of ports back here. I know there's plenty of more TVs with even more options in the back, but that's what this one has to offer, and I'm sorry if you didn't really see that too well. I'm just trying to make it so you can see the whole thing at one time there. So now let's go to next up, we got the menu options. So let me just move this a little bit. This is kind of crooked. There, is that better? I hope so. Anyway, now we're going to turn it on with the remote. Turning this on, this is the cable box. Ready? Listen for the click. See? That's the cable box turning on. That's not the Samsung clicking. So there we go. I press it once, it flashes once, twice, 3 times, off again, and turns on with their little sound. Use the red light down here at the bottom. Right there. Anyway, so let me just mute this and let's bring up the menu here. So it's got a whole lot of different options here. I'm going to actually zoom it in a little bit, just a little bit, and move it in so you guys can see the menu clearly. So we've got, we've got the mode here. You can change the mode. That's just a ratio, how wide and tall and all that. Backlight, the brightness, the contrast, the regular brightness, the sharpness, color, all that stuff. You also got down one is audio options here. We've also got the antenna options if you have different antenna like satellite, cable, whatever. If you want to change that or initially set that up. Plug and play. You've got language options, time options, network setup. That's just energy saving, random different settings you'd like to have set. Then we've also got the source list. Now right here is where you would have to go in order to change the source in the back. So it's got all the different sources right here. TV, USB, HDMI 4, 3, 2, component 2, AV2, AV1, HDMI 1/DVI, PC, component 1, TV, all that stuff. And then you would just hit select on the one that you want or enter, and then it brings it up as you can see here. So let's bring up the menu again. We were down to source list. So that's as easy it is to switch between sources in the back. It's not difficult. Four down, one over, and actually two over, and then just select your one on the next menu. You got media play. This is if you want to use it as, say, a digital picture frame or something like that, just set up and run stuff. And then help, software upgrade stuff, HD connection guide, contact Samsung, self-diagnostics, contact Samsung, blah, didn't say that very clearly. Anyway, that's basically all the stuff you got on this TV here. Just a quick overview of the menu and all that. As you can see, it's really clear. Let me get rid of this menu. Of course, it's in the greatest commercial, and this isn't the greatest lighting to show you that it's completely clear. But again, if you've got, it can go up to 1080p. So pretty much, if your cable provider or your satellite provider can handle it and can dish it out, this TV can handle it, which is definitely a good thing. So let me come back on camera here real fast. That's basically all I gotta say. It's a really great buy, in my opinion. This is definitely the first big LCD TV that I bought. I've had obviously the monitors, the 20-inch monitors, 23-inch monitors, but this is almost double that as far as with length, well, whatever you call it, width-wise, length-wise, measurement-wise. So it's a great buy. I haven't had no problems whatsoever, no complaints whatsoever. It's really straightforward, easy to find stuff. Like I said, the menu's there. The menu is also nice and clear. Got nice icons, got colorful icons too. It's not just a black and white menu. It's nice and colorful, which I always like that. Like modding PSP menus back in the day with custom firmware when PSP came out and all that stuff. I used to love modding the menu and changing the colors. I just like different color schemes, different settings, and all that stuff. You can't change that on here, but the standard theme on here is nice and clean, simple, not too big and so that's messy. But it looks good. It's nice and colorful as well. So that's pretty much how it goes. You've got your little indicators down here. You can also turn them on and stuff from here. They're touch buttons on the front here. Let's see, we've got source, you got volume up, volume down, power, channel up, channel down, and menu. That's the order they go. Actually, no. Yeah, well, that's what they are lined up across there. And they're little touch buttons. You can feel them a little bit. They're kind of like the PS3 buttons, the little slide buttons. So, great buy. Check it out if you're planning on buying it. Go in the description and check that out. There's a link there or below it or wherever you're watching this video. There's text that goes along with it. Look in there for a link to buy this TV. As far as I'm concerned, it's a great buy. No complaints. And no such thing as clicking, in my opinion, or in my experience, actually, I should say. So, be sure to comment, subscribe, thumbs up it, or thumbs down if you really don't like it, but thumbs up, I think. I think I did a good job, right? Thumbs up. Anyway, and comment down in the sub bar, the pants bar, the down bar, the below bar, whatever you want to call it. I think pants bar is the best. Anyway, I'll see you next week.